pleasant good day to each and every one, teachers, parents, learners. Welcome to the Division of Education, Innovation and Energy e-learning program. My name is Lystra James, and today we'll be focusing on division. Let's get started. So this is my detailed lesson plan. And the class level is Standard 2, as I am a Standard 2 teacher. Again, the subject is mathematics. Topic is division. What are my objectives? The objectives of this lesson are, at the end of the lesson, the pupils should be able to 1. Solve 2-digit numbers divided by a 1-digit number without a remainder. 2. Perform the division operation by grouping. And 3. Appreciate the value of sharing in one's life. What is my outcome? At the end of this lesson, at least 80% of the pupils should be able to divide 2-digit numbers by a 1-digit number without regrouping. Example, 12 divided by 4. To do zero involvement, example, 10 divided by 5. What are the written methods for division? Initially, or long ago, division was introduced as sharing using real objects or pictures. In life, you will know your parents will have objects to share among you all. Let's see how this was done. Share 10 apples equally between 2 children. So you have 10 apples here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're seeing 10 apples. And there are 2 children. So share 10 apples equally between 2 children, which eventually becomes 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. Let's see how this is done. So you have 1 child here, 1 child here, a girl and a boy, and we have the 10 apples. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's divide them now. This girl has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples. And the boy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples. So 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. Understanding division using sharing and grouping. Six coloring pencils are shared between 2 children. 2 children. How many pencils do they get each? So sharing between 2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Six in total, and it's sharing between 2. 1, 2. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3 in this group. A has three, and they have group B. 1, 2, 3. So 6 divided by 2, each shall we get 3 coloring pencils each. Hope you can see that. Again, to just go over, 6 coloring pencils, 6 in total, divided by 2, 1, 2, 3 in each group. So each child gets 3 coloring pencils each. Let's look at this one now. There are 6 coloring pencils. How many children can have 2 each? This is a different set. One was asking how many pencils will 2 children get. This was asking how many children can have 2 each. So again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. How many children can have 2 each? So you put them into groups of 2. One group here to divide the groups. So you have 1, 2 in this group, A, 2, group B, 2, and group C, 2. So A, which is one group, B, another group, 2, and C, another group, 2. So how many children? You count the groups. 1, 2, 3. So a total 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 children can have 2 coloring pencils each. Parts of the division equation. We are separating the division equation into parts. Let's look at this. 15 divided by 3 equals to 5. What does each of these represent? Each part represents? 15 is the dividend. This sign is the division sign. 3 here is your divisor. This is your equal sign. And 5 is a quotient. To go back, 5 here is your quotient. Now you have the vocabulary of division, or we're explaining what each part represents. Divide. That's what we're dealing with. When you hear the word divide, you think about groups of. You hear about sharing or share. How many? Ask the question, how many when you hear the word divide? Divide by. Quotient. Divisor. Dividend. And chunking. Explanation of the division equation. Now you ask yourself, what is a dividend? Let's see. Dividend is a number that is being divided by the divisor. What is a divisor? A divisor is a number that divides the dividend. What is the quotient? The answer obtained from the division is called the quotient. So these are the explanations of dividend, divisor, and quotient. Examples. Now this is one way of writing the division sign. So here you have 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. Your 6 is the dividend. Remember, dividend is a number that is being divided by the divisor. So let's see what the divisor is. Yes, 2 is your divisor. And quotient is your answer. To repeat, dividend is the number being divided by the divisor. So 2 here is the divisor, 6 is the dividend. And the answer you receive is called your quotient. So 3 here is your quotient. This is another way of writing the division. So any way you see it written, you will understand what is your dividend, what's your quotient, and what is your divisor. So 8 here is your dividend, because 8 is the number that is being divided by your divisor, which is 4. And your quotient here, as you will recognize, is 2. That's your answer. Let me see from what explanation if you can figure out what these parts represent. Write the numbers in the correct spaces to complete what each equation states. Again, write the numbers in the correct spaces to complete what each equation states. Let's look at the first equation. 15 divided by 5 equals to 3. Let me see if you can figure out what's the dividend here from explanation from before. Bearing in mind again that 15 is a number being divided by your divisor. And where do you find 15? Here. What is 15 there? If you came up with 15 as your dividend, you are correct. Now, what is your divisor? Bearing in mind again that the number that 15 is being divided by is your divisor. Your divisor here will be 5. Equals to, and you can figure out the last part, your quotient will be 3. If you got that, hooray. From this now, and remember there are different ways of writing a division signal. So here you have 21 divided by 7 equals to 3. What is a dividend here? Dividend is a number that is being divided by your divisor. The dividend here comes in front. So your dividend here will be 21. If you came up with that, very well. What is a number that 21 is being divided by? 7. So 7 here will be your divisor. And your quotient will be your answer. 21 divided by 7 equals to 3. So 3 here is your quotient. Let's look at the third example. There you have 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. From the first equation, it's easy to figure out number 3. So your dividend there will be, if you got 12, yes. Your divisor will be 3 because that's a number that 12 is being divided by. If you got 3, yes. And your quotient, which is on top here, will be 4. And remember, quotient is your answer. And again, let's go to equation number 4. Similar to equation number 2. 32 divided by 4 equals to 8. Can you figure out what's the dividend there? Certainly. The dividend, the number that is being divided by the divisor, which is 32. Your divisor here, which comes after your division sign, will be 4. And your answer, which comes after the equal sign, or your quotient, will be 8. Hope you got that. Moving on. Now, you have to find the number of groups and complete the division sentences. So let's look. This says find the number of groups and complete the division sentences. First thing we are looking at is how many sweets we have in all. Now, I know you all love sweets. Children have a sweet tooth. So let's count the number of sweets we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's a total number of 20 sweets in all. So we're going to divide them into groups. We'll call the first group, Group A. That is one group. Group B, which is 2 groups. C3, D4, and Group E, which will be a total of 5 groups. Let's see how many sweets are there in each group. In Group A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sweets. Group B, 4. That's Group C, which is the third group, 4. Group D, which is the fourth group, 4. And Group E, which is the fifth group, 4. So let's see if we can come up with a division sentence. Bearing in mind, the total number of sweets will be your dividend. The number of sweets in each group will be your divisor. And the total number of groups will be your quotient or your answer. Let's see. If you got 20 divided by 4 equals 5, you are correct. 20 will be your dividend. Total number of sweets, 4 will be the amount in each group, which will be your divisor. And if you observe, your divisor comes after the division sign. And 5 will be your quotient, or your answer, which is the total number of groups. Let's go on to the second group. You call these glasses of lemonade. Let's count your glasses of lemonade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 glasses of lemonade. Again, we divide them into groups. Call A, which is one group. B, 2 groups. C, 3. D, 4 groups. How many glasses of lemonade are in each group? A has 3. B has 3. C has 3. And D also has 3 glasses of lemonade. Could you come up with your own division sentence for this group? Bearing in mind that the total number is your dividend, the number in each group is your divisor, and the total number of groups is your quotient. $12 divided by 3 equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. If you got that, very good. So let's go to the other screen. Children love teddy bears. Let's see how many teddy bears are there in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. While I'm going through, see if you can come up with your own division sentence. Again, we separate them into groups. How many groups do we have here? A1, B2, C3, D4, and E. We make it a total of 5 groups. How many objects are in each group? In group A, you have 1, 2. Group B, 2. C2, D2, and E2. Going over again, 10 objects in all, 10 teddy bears, 5 groups, A, B, C, D, E, 5 groups, 2 in each group. What is your division sentence? If you got 10, total amount, divided by 2, how many are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups equal to 5. Total number of groups, you are correct. 10 is your 10 will be your dividend, the total number of teddy bears. That will be your dividend. The number in each group will be your divisor, which is 2. And again, 2 comes after your division sign, makes it easy for you. Divisor. And 5 here will be your quotient or your answer. Hope you got it. 10 is your dividend, the total amount. 2 is your divisor, the amount in each group. And 5 is your quotient or your answer. Any questions? If you have any questions, you can forward them to your teacher via WhatsApp. And the Division of Education, Innovation and Energy will get back to you in another lesson. Thank you very much. I hope it was very enjoyable.